Hey you all, I'm going to show you guys how to start from scratch if you just purchase Reason and you really don't have any clue how to run the program or whatnot. Although I have version 6.5, if you have 4, 5, or 6, which I have all had, even 3, virtually open up the same way. As you can see, I have a Mac, but I'm just going to go ahead and open up Reason, and your default template turns up like this. Um, and what I like to do is you can have about 3 different screens, and I go up here to the right hand side and I make a separate screen for the rack, and I'll drop that down, and I'll go back to the sequencer rack, which you should see. Now to get to your mixing board rack, do the same thing. Over here on the right, you will see the first click opens it up at the top, and then you have a place where you can make it its own separate uh, window, basically. And I arrange these where the sequencer is at the top and the mixing board is in the middle, and then I put my rack third at the bottom. So basically, without having to do too much, as I said, this is just for beginners. What I would do is drop down below here, put your mouse in this blank spot. Everything should be pretty much set up, ready to go. As far as sound and stuff, you don't really have to mess with that. And if you did, you want to go up here to your menu bar and go under Reason, Preferences, and you got your general page, your audio page, and this is where your MIDI controller, and then your advanced setting and keyboard OK. But like I said, it should open up pretty much ready to go. So drop your mouse down here, do a right click, and you will see create box. And so let's start off with a drum machine. So you basically want to start your or learn how to sequence with a drum machine first. So create instrument, and they also have an instruments where it opens up another tab here, and we'll start with the new Kong drum designer, which is in 5.6 and 6.5. It'll open up in its own default kit, which is called the Kong kit right here. And if you see the first space down at the bottom of your pad, you will have a bass drum. And let me turn the volume up on my computer. For the purposes of this, I'm back on my computer speakers, so the sound won't really overmodulate. But so when I press my mouse, you can hear the kick drum. Okay, let me turn it up just a little bit more. So like I said, you have your 3 pages that you separated up top. So go back to your what I call the sequencer page, which is the page that looks like this. And you will see right here to the left, it'll say Kong. And that is the instrument you just made. And it has loop bars right here from 1 to 9. Okay, so go down here to the bottom left. Bottom left. And you want to enlarge it. And you shall see as you enlarge down here that your spaces are becoming enlarged up here, and you'll see more and more lines. Okay, you want to get to where you see probably, a good few lines in between each number. And what I'll do to start off with you guys is take the right hand tab by number 9 and drag it. You'll see you can drag it to number 2. That just means you're playing a 1 measure bar at 4/4 beats. So I'm at 120 beats per minute, and that's all down here. If you look down here, you got a 120. Your signature is 4/4 beat, and you're gonna loop. You want to turn this loop button on, by the way. Right here, there is a loop button. Turns blue when you turn it on, and make sure that the black says 1 to 2 right there. 1 starting and 2 ending. And what we'll do now is you want to click on the Kong gray bar and take your mouse up here to the edit mode button. Hit that, and what you'll see is your drum machine basically opening up where you have all the sounds of your kit right in here. Now down at the bottom is always going to be your bass drum pretty much, and if you hit that, you'll see it change color and you'll hear the bass drum. And again, once you go to your sequencing screen, you'll have to go down here to the bottom left hand corner, okay? Open it up a little bit. I'm sorry if my video camera is not too well. I'm recording on an iPod, so there you go. So you hear your bass drum. Now up here it says snap, and it says bar. It opens up on default by bar. You want to change that to 1/16. You want to work on 16th notes because you got 16 basic steps in a 4/4 measure, and you'll understand this in a little bit when you progress. You have 4 little hits in each little measure in each bar. So basically what you'll do now, just to make a drum beat, you'll go up here to your drawing tool, which is your second tool there. Click on it, it'll turn gray, and you want to come down here, back down to your bass drum, and you'll see, if you have it at 16th notes, you'll see about 16 squares in between those 2 bars. Now, your bass drum usually hits on your first square. If you're going to do a straight beat, okay, we're going to make it simplified, okay? We're going to do a straight beat. So you want to go on number 1, you want to go skip 3 spaces, and you want to hit on number 5, and then again on 9, and then again on 13. So you're skipping 3 spaces in between each block that you paint. Now if we go down here to the play button, you'll hear the bass drum playing, and you'll see the bar moving. And basically that is how you first learn how to put an instrument and sequence an instrument into Reason. So this is my first video conclusion. Thanks for watching.